Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Thursday. And we're now at the 6th of August, 2020, 9:40 a.m., a little bit late this morning. Well, the stock market has now gone through the jobless claims data. It had a big pop off the number, and since then it has again sold off. Tomorrow the market's getting ready for the real elephant in the room, which is the non-farm payrolls number. At the same time, we still have that runaway train that I called it yesterday going on in the silver market and the gold market. At some point, these numbers, especially in silver, will peak. Is it headed to $30 an ounce? I don't know. We're getting a break in a number of the foreign currencies down. You can see the dollar index coming up against them. In the British pound, we're getting a rally, but I question if the market's not going to peak out here near that 132 area. I'm just starting to look at it from that perspective. In the grain market, corn's unchanged to slightly higher. Beans are pretty much unchanged. Bonds and notes, they're not enamored with the jobless numbers. Let's go to those and talk about them. Jobless claims came in down 249,000 at 1.186 million. Now the market was looking for a 1.4 in this number, so that's quite a bit less than the market was looking for. And you also in the continuing claims saw them. So is just this something happened last week? I don't know, but that's a big what if. Maybe that's giving us an idea what's going to happen in tomorrow's non-farm payrolls. The Challenger, well, we're seeing more cuts, 262,000, up 54% from the June cuts. So that's more in line with what the market was thinking was going to happen. And a lot of these cuts are happening, obviously, in areas that you've got to look at the restaurant, the bar businesses, and so on. Economists tomorrow are looking for the non-farms payroll to show about a 1.5 million jobs were added. Folks, I have seen numbers in different estimates from 3 million to down 600,000. So I've just got to tell you, I've seen numbers everywhere. India's central bank left its key lending rate unchanged today, and the Bank of England did the same as well. So that wraps up the big banks this week as to what they are doing. So where does this leave the markets? Well, that's going to get the interesting part. I think tomorrow, once we get over that next hump, we start looking to see this weekend, is the market going to see anything come out of Congress? Can they get anything done and get closer together on this next level of a COVID? Or does the president act just unilaterally on his own, which he can do, and initiate the payroll tax holiday and do something about the evictions? It sounds to me as though they're only about $200 away a week from what I'm reading on the next relief checks going out. But the question is, how long do they go out? There's other big numbers. Then there's the money for the states, the cities, and so on. That's a huge gap. And of course, the Democrats don't want to give the insurance coverage to businesses that reopen with COVID, and Republicans want it. So are they close? I don't know. I'm not in the rooms where they're talking, and nor are you. We'll see what comes out of it, but it certainly sounds in the press as though they've made headway, but not enough to reach a deal. I want to remind you that one of the things in the morning that I do is I start you off with your cup of coffee. And what do I mean by that? Well, at about 5:40 in the morning, I don't know what I got in my eye there, 5:40 in the morning, I start typically recording. I'm going to cover 40 charts, not the way I do them here, with very specific buy and sell. But here's how it works. I start you off with the touch of fundamentals. And what do I mean by that? I start reading at about 4 in the morning and making my notes for these videos. And then I give you the highlights of what's going to be in the day. So I give you an idea what Europe has done. I give you an idea of Asia. It starts actually with the Asian commentary, then the European, back to America, bringing you up to date with reports that have come out, reports due to come out, what the reaction is, and where they're at. But that's where the fun just begins. Because next we're going to go to specific, real specific, what I want you, not what I think the pros are doing. Buy here, sell there, do this. The idea is to give you, not me, you confidence in your own trading. I cover all the markets in these ways, and there's a scroll bar at the bottom. You pull it, and let's assume you just wanted to get to metals. You drop it off there, you're right there. These videos run about 20 minutes long. They're meant to teach, meant to offer trade ideas, meant to keep up with it, and I, of course, keep track with what I'm saying to you, and I try to follow up as best as I can. It's as little as a cup of coffee from Starbucks, maybe $1 more or so. You buy one of those big coffees that lasts 15 minutes. This is 30 days. Come on. Give yourself the knowledge of at least looking at it and see if you like it. I even have combo packages of this where you look at the morning futures and then the afternoon at 4 in the afternoon, I do the spiders and ETFs. But remember, the spider ETFs are going to look at the futures in the morning because they open the spiders ETFs about 8:30. We trade in the futures markets almost 23 hours a day. So the futures lead the path, then the spider ETFs come into play. It's interesting. It's fun. I was going to do a webinar this Sunday. Our back end where we let in our paid subscribers for free wasn't ready. It'll be next Sunday. That'll be a week from this Sunday. That's what, August 15th or 16th. I forgot myself. And it'll be at 5 in the afternoon Central Time. I want the markets to open so that we're able on Sunday night to have an hour or so of talking to each other, working with it. You can ask questions on stocks, ETFs, the futures market, spiders, everything you want, even technical analysis. That's what that'll be about. But in the meantime, if you're a member, you get in for free. If you're not, in that webinar, you're going to pay a fee that's almost a third of this right here. So why not just join us? I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day. Go to iraepstein.com under the word research. Everything's explained there. You have a good day.